So today we want to talk about the evolving workforce. We're joined by Mark Beal, Rutgers University School of Communication and Information Assistant Professor. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you have a new book, and in it you write that there are an unprecedented 5 generations in the workplace today, which can make for very interesting conversations, situations. Talk to us a little bit about that, about these 5 generations, the oldest just entering the workforce and those who are, who have been here a long time, and maybe people who can't retire it yet when they thought they could.
It's an exciting time in the workplace. As you mentioned, unprecedented 5 generations in the workplace. So we have Generation Z, which is a lot of people are talking about them, the oldest of which are age 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then, of course, you've got, as you mentioned, members of the silent generation, late 70s, early 80s, who may not want to retire, right? We live in a world now where people continue to pursue their passions, pursue their interests. They may be on a second or third career. And then, of course, in between, millennials, Gen Xers, and boomers. So those 5 generations, if you're in a workplace with anyone from ages 21, 22 to ages 78, 79, 80, you're in a workplace with the unprecedented 5 generations.
Yeah, and so you're talking about it with a lot of optimism and why it's so great. I mean, talk to us a little bit about that. What advice do you have for job seekers in 2024? Does any one of these generations have a bigger advantage than another?
Well, I'll start with the optimism. You're absolutely right. We believe in the book that I wrote with Frank Kovacs and Kadir Porter, all generations bring great value to the workplace, right? Older generations, what do they have? Tremendous experience, lessons learned, successes, even failures, incredible networks of contacts. Gen Z doesn't have that, but what they have is digital savviness, tech ingenuity, entrepreneurship. And so combined, and of course, we're not going to leave out millennials and Gen Xers, but combined, 1 + 1 = 3. There's great value when those generations can connect, can collaborate, and create something that's pretty transformational and innovational. So very optimistic about it.
Yeah, it is really interesting because it just also the mindset and sort of the changes in the workplace that are being made, you see by these younger people coming into the workplace that are sort of like, yes, work ethic, but I am working to live, not living to work, right?
I love that you brought that up. So I can point the finger at myself, a Gen Xer, right? We actually lived to work. We lived to go to work 5, 6, 7 days a week. It was a passion for us, right? Well, that's probably not the right way to live. So I do applaud millennials who ushered this in and Gen Zers. We work to live. We work to go experience life. We work to go travel the world. That's actually the better balance that, again, millennials ushered that in and Gen Z has kind of pushed that further.
Yeah. So what are some red flags that job seekers, as they're looking and considering employment, I guess, are there red flags that they should pay attention to?
Well, from a job seeker perspective, as you mentioned, the workplace has transformed significantly since 2020, of course, right? Now we have things that we probably didn't even have prior to 2020 at most companies. Remote work, hybrid work, some companies even introducing a 4-day work week. Really interesting, right? So for a job seeker, they need to really do their research about the company, the culture, the mindset, the approach to working in 2024, especially as it relates to things like a diverse and inclusive culture, right? When you join a company, you truly want to belong. And one of the positive aspects of a diverse and inclusive culture is the idea that I belong here. I feel good about being here. So many factors now in 2024 that might not even have a consideration in 2018 or 2019. And so while the potential employer is doing their research on the candidate should be doing just as much, if not more, research about the employer to make sure if I'm selected, this is the best fit for me. I will thrive here as an employee of this company.
All right, Mark Beal, Rutgers University. The name of your book, because I didn't mention it.
No worries. Win the job and thrive in a multi-generational workplace.
All right, thank you so much for talking with us on this Friday morning.
Thank you very much.